Are we live? All right. Hi, everyone. Good evening, and welcome to today's Ask Me Anything session. How are you guys doing? Are you guys here? Can you all quickly send a hi in the chat box? Yes? So, welcome to today's Ask Me Anything session. And over the last few days, we have been sending you some materials, study materials on what this big opportunity looks like for Indian women who want to work remotely with US e commerce stores, local businesses, coaches, and influencers. And I'm sure some questions must have started to come up for you. Yes, is that correct? Do you guys have some questions, some queries that are unanswered sitting at the back of your mind about what this opportunity looks like, whether this is for you or not, what time commitment it requires, what skills do you need, what background do you come from? So, everything for that only, we have curated this small session before the actual bootcamp began. And just to be clear, this is not day one of the bootcamp. It is actually tomorrow from 2 to 5 p.m. We are here for purely a doubt clearing session, and where you can just come here, ask your question, get your head cleared, so that when you come tomorrow in the main boot camp day one, you come with more clarity and not confusion. All right, so quick introduction. I am Amri Nimam. I'm a lawyer and I work remotely as an AI skills trainer with the executive office of skill arbitrage. And before we move forward with this Q&A, can you please tell us in your chat, can you also introduce yourself? I would love to know where you guys are joining in from. Yes, can you quickly tell me your name, where you are logging in from, and what you do or what you used to do? Yes, like I can see Anupama is here. Hi, Anupama, how are you? I can see Prashanti is here. Syed Mufid Ahmad is here. Hi, Syed. Hi, Prashanti. Who else is here? N. Shrinu Prasad. Hi, Prasad. How are you? So you guys can quickly tell me your name, where you are joining in from in a single sentence, and what you do. Priyanka, hi Priyanka, hi Jayanti. How are you guys doing? Yes, who else is here? Okay, Syed Mufid is from Lucknow. Naseem Bano is here. Hi Naseem. Who else? Okay, Mansi is here. Mansi Biswal. Hi Mansi, how are you? Anyone else? Yes. All right, so let me just quickly set the context about what this boot camp is about, right? So, to be very honest, this US market that we have been talking about recently is very huge. There are around 4.8 million stores, Shopify stores in the US right now. There are 9.7 million Amazon sellers. There are more than 36 million small local businesses. And there are over 2 lakh paid influencers. Now, why am I telling you this? Why am I telling you all these numbers? Because if you see, they have a common thread. Okay, most of these small businesses, most of these firms, most of these startups, they are run by one or two, three people who are completely overwhelmed with work. Okay, they are managing their own operation. They are constantly answering customer emails. They are replying to reviews. They are posting on Instagram. They are sending invoices, and they are doing all these things at the same time, and they cannot afford to hire someone in the US, a virtual assistant. Okay, they cannot hire an executive assistant in the US because they will charge 30 to $60 per hour, and that is a huge money for them. Isn't that a huge money for a startup or a small business to pay 30 to $60 an hour? You tell me. But can they comfortably afford to hire someone from India who's charging just $10 an hour? And they are doing the same work more professionally with more clarity. They have the same skill set. Can they do that? What do you guys think? Yes? So this is the exact opportunity. Okay, so we guide you on what this exact assistant virtual assistant role is, what is a startup generalist, how you can apply for these roles, what do you have to do, what is the skill set do you need, how do you approach these small businesses, how do you approach these professionals. Anupama, it's all right if my video is not clear, there is some network issue, but can you hear me clearly? Can you quickly tell me if you guys can hear me clearly? Because if that's there, then that's good enough. Okay, so you can just hear me, you can understand what is the context of this bootcamp and why this bootcamp exists in the first place. So this is the opportunity for you, right? You can work with US businesses, US small businesses. You can work with founders. You can work alongside such startup founders. You can help them grow their business, bring more leads for them, and just be there when they need you. And that is why they are willing to pay you, $10 and $15 even. And that is why they are paying so many Indian women that we know and we have been working on, and they are also working as virtual assistants, right? Now when you hear the term assistant or executive assistant, you feel that this is a demeaning role, or maybe this is not a good enough role. But when you are earning in dollars, right, and when you're working alongside the founder, this virtual assistant role actually becomes like a executive position, right? You're learning so many things at the same time, right? You're handling operations for them, you're increasing their business, you're learning AI tools that is going to scale their business. So this is a small or medium role, right? And you are earning in dollars for the same thing that no one in India is going to pay you for, right? Now this is opportunity, this opportunity is there and it is open to you. Now whether you are a homemaker, whether you are someone from a career break, whether you are someone from a tier 2 or tier 3 city, whether you're already in a domestic job that is paying you poorly, right? And whether you're someone who just wants flexibility of working from home, exploring some options, then this is the best place for you. All right, you do not need a fancy degree for this. You do not need to be fluent in English, or you do not need to have an accent or anything. You do not need prior work experience or US work experience. You need basic English, a computer, or even a phone if you don't have a laptop, an internet connection, and 2 to 3 hours a day to learn the new skills, learn whatever tools and AI tools are working in the market, understand what problems do these businesses face, how can I work with a small business in the US, how can I work with a gym or a salon or a nail salon, or maybe a startup, and how can I increase business for them. So these are the skills that you need to learn and that you need to work on, and that is what this bootcamp exists for. So this is a 3-day training program. This is free of cost. Okay, this is from 18 to 20 July. That is starting from tomorrow, and 2 to 5 p.m. And this is where we will show you exactly how to tap into this opportunity. But for tonight, this is what I wanted to tell you about the opportunity. Now you guys can ask me any question that is there for you. Okay, I want you all to tell me what is there that's confusing you, or what you want to understand, what are you expecting from the boot camp. And we have been sending you some resources and videos, right? Have you guys been seeing those videos? Have you guys been going through the messages that we have been sending, or the emails? And have you understood something about the opportunity, if anything? And if yes, then you might have some question, right? If you're reading some new information, then it is good to ask question so that you can understand more. So this is why we are here. So you can ask me your question, your confusion, and I'm here to clear all that for you. Vidya, do we need to pay for this program? Absolutely not. This is a 3-day free training program for Indian women. All right, we are a team that is fully, or you can say mostly, compromising of women. Even I am working remotely. Most of the team members, they are women, they are working remotely from different parts of India, and that is why this boot camp is really important for all of us. We believe in empowering Indian women, whether they are a homemaker, whether they had to take a career break, whether they had to leave their jobs because of maternity, or maybe because of just personal issues. Maybe they have to commute 4 to 5 hours a day. They are not getting any personal time, or even time for their family, their children, their husband, or their parents, right? And they want to explore. They're just so fed up, they are stuck in that situation, and they are so fed up, they want to become independent, they want to have a second revenue source or a new revenue source. And this is that they want to do remotely from their home, where they don't even have to leave their home. They can learn the skill set, they have the willingness to learn, and they are willing to work hard even for 2 3 hours a day. And if that is you, then this is the perfect place for you. Okay, Zoha is asking, in this 3-day training, will you guys be guiding till we get first job? Zoha, I would be very honest with you. There are a lot of people in this market who promises you that if you come and join my 3-day training program, I will give you job. But this is not like that. Okay, this is where we show you what opportunity is there, how to find these opportunities for yourself. Why do you want to depend on someone else to show you where the job is? But we will show you the jobs, we will show you who are your potential clients, we will show you how you can work with these US businesses, how you can work with these US founders, how you can work with influencers, how you can manage social media for them, how you can do video editing, how you can create chatbots. We will tell you the exact places where you can find these work, how much they pay, what is the potential here, how much can you grow in this career, where you can see yourself in the next 6 months. And by the end of 3 days, I can promise you one thing. You may not have a job, because we are not promising jobs from this free boot camp. If anyone is doing that, they're just lying to you. But I can tell you one thing: if you join this 3-day boot camp, you will have perfect and clear understanding of how this opportunity is going to translate for you, and whether you can start right now or not 2 or 3 months later, but right now. Yes. So was I able to answer your question, Zoha? Kavita is asking how we get job, how can we start? Kavita, see, if you have some experience, all right, many women that we meet in this boot camp, they already have some experience. Okay, they had to leave their job for certain reason. Maybe they were laid off. Do we have people here who were laid off, or maybe they had to quit their job because of certain reasons? Maybe maternity, maybe they got married, maybe their husbands moved, maybe their in-laws were not too comfortable with them having to work. Any people like that here? So if you guys already have some experience, you can use that previous experience to find clients in that sector only. And now what I'm saying, that you can now find those clients in the US market, because the US and UK market is huge, right? There is small business. I told you 36, 37 million small businesses, right? And they are hiring virtual assistant. And this was something that was not possible 2 or 3 years earlier, right? This is what's possible right now. So why do you want to wait? You want to learn the new skills. You want to learn the new AI tools, how you can help business in business development, how you can help in personal brand building for both you and the client that you're working for, and how you can build your track record, right? Jayanti is asking what is the scope for retired people. Jayanti, if you are a retired people, then I'm thinking that you already have some experience in certain field, right? Now, if you want to shift to remote work, whether you want to do that full time or whether you want to do that part time, you can use that years of experience and you can start from home. So basically, 2 to 3 hours a day you can take out. You can learn the new skills. The what are the skills that I'm talking about regularly? So these skills are new market skills, okay? Skills that are actually going to help these small businesses grow. Okay, like let's say, I will give you an example. On day one, we will teach you one skill, that is how to create chatbots for small businesses which do not have a chatbot. Now you guys know Zomato, Swiggy, Amazon, Flipkart, all these huge businesses, they have chatbots, right? And they help capture leads, they help capture customer details. But these small businesses, they cannot afford to pay these engineers and technical teams such huge money to deploy these chatbots. But is learning this chatbot easy? Absolutely yes. We will teach you how to use free tools, not paid AI tools, free tools, and how to learn things like how to create landing pages, how to do review management for brands, how to create chatbots for businesses, how to create websites for yourself and the client that you're working for, right? So these are the skills that we will teach you, how to build a client delivery engine so that you're continuously delivering work and you're taking on more clients, right? I hope that answers your question. Part time also you can work, Jayanti. Yes, absolutely. Part time also you can do, and you can also do full time. So inside the bootcamp on day 2, we share a 6-month roadmap that our most successful learners have been following. All right, and they followed the same roadmap, and they have achieved incredible results for them. Now when I talk about them, I will tell you few examples also so that you can relate. All right, so I see a lot of women questioning that I do not have certain years of experience. I'm a very young professional. I have just one graduate degree, or maybe I took a long career break. I'm just a school teacher. I don't know how to start, right? So I'll tell you, I remember some of the names from the top of my head. There was one girl, Srishti Mishra. She is a 2020 BTech graduate who had to leave her 30,000 monthly tech job she was doing. Okay. And within 9 months of following that roadmap, she started working with US and UK clients, and she earned $10,000. And she now works as an associate HR manager for the US company. Can you believe that? Now, for career break women, I know a lot of women had to take career breaks. Can you also tell me the reason why you had to take career breaks in the chat box, please? I know some of you, childbirth was there. Some of you got married. Some of you, did not have that freedom to earn or become independent for yourself, right? You had to choose constantly between family and for your career. And then eventually you went for the other latter option, right? Do we have people like that here? So I'll tell you, I remember one more learner of ours. She's Hema, and she took a long career break. She then secured a remote virtual assistant job with a Toronto-based company. Okay, and it was a technology-based company within a few months only. All right, and now she's earning 50,000 per month just 30 hours a week. Now you tell me, okay, if you can take out just 2 to 3 hours from your day, okay, whether it's in the afternoon time when you have done feeding your children, or whether you're done with your classes, or whether you're done whatever work you're doing, or maybe at night when you're done with your work, if you're a working professional, or if you're a homemaker, when you're done with your whole day routine, you can take out 2 3 hours a day. You can learn new skills. Okay, new skills as in, let's say chatbot you are learning. Let's say you're learning how to optimize LinkedIn to get more clients. Let's say that you're learning how to create landing pages. Let's say that you're learning how to create reels for small businesses using AI tools. You don't even have to show your face. How to create social media post for businesses and influencers. How to do video editing without even showing your face. Okay, and earn in dollars. Would you not be able to do that? Can you just take out 2 3 hours a day and give yourself this opportunity, this chance to also earn something of yourself, right? Some of you never got this opportunity in the first place, and some of you who got had to leave it for certain reasons. Now I want, and we as a team, we want our platform, that is skill arbitrage, to give you this space to understand how this new market works. Like, okay, even if you're a career break women, you were working 5 or 10 years ago, doesn't matter. If you're able, if you have the willingness to learn the new skills, if you have the willingness to start again, and basically if you have the willingness to want this badly enough to become more independent, to have your own earnings, to afford things for yourself and your loved ones, build a career of your own. If you want that bad enough, then I'm telling you, this boot camp is the perfect place for you. We have seen women who were in certain situations, and within months of joining us, their situation started to change. And that was not a miracle or something that we did. They only did the work for themselves. They put in the hard work. We just guided them, right? So that's what I'm saying. Fresh graduates, people who are school teachers also. I remember one school teacher called Ruxana, who took a 4 or 5 year career break after marriage, and now she works with different startups. She's managing social media for them. She's outreaching for Indian and international clients, and she's earning more than $5,000, more than 4 lakh rupees a month. How about that? Would you guys like that for yourself? Yes. I can see in the chat box, Kavita is saying, my mother-in-law is suffering from cancer, so I'm not able to continue. Kavita, I'm assuming that you're not able to continue your office job, but can you take out 2 or 3 hours from your day, or maybe 3 or 4 hours, whatever works for you? Learn the new skills, do remote work from your home at your own hours, flexible. You don't have to travel. You don't have to think about office politics. You don't have to worry about that your mother-in-law is, not being left alone. Would you be able to do that? Yes. If yes is the answer, then this bootcamp is something that you should definitely join. Then I can read Jyoti's message. She says that I'm a business development manager in HDFC Life. Wow, that's great. I want to switch from sourcing more to desk based. Is there any scope? Jyoti, do you mean that you want to switch to an office role, or you want to switch to a remote role? Yes, Kavita, absolutely. You can do full-time remote work from home also. Okay. Let's say that you are anxious about it. You want to understand more about the opportunity, and you already have a job. So you can explore this on the side, right? You can explore this on the side along with your main job. Or if you don't have a job right now, you are just starting out, you're giving it a next try. So you can completely do this full time also, right? So full time you can do half time. Basically it depends on how many hours you can take out from your time and how many hours you can work for them. No one is forcing you. There is no there's no restriction as such that you have to do this full time. All right, if you have any other question and any other questions that you might have, not that you need to have a very fancy English or a very fancy accent? Absolutely not. They do not care whether you are living in Bangalore, whether you're living in New Delhi, or whether you are living in a remote town like Ranchi or whatever. They do not care about that. They care about whether you're able to deliver what work you're promising to them, whether you're able to do quality work for them, right? And whether you're able to, contribute meaningfully to their business. They are growing in their business because of you. Now, you may think that how will I make someone's business grow? This is such a huge thing. But I'm telling you, with AI, everything is possible today. With AI and the tools that we are teaching in the bootcamp, you will see how many things that you can learn easily just by watching and, practicing that with us, right? So would you want that for yourself? Yes. Would you want for yourself a flexible remote job, right? Where you have the freedom to choose your own hours, whether you have the freedom to decide whether how many time, how much time you can give to this role, how much you can give to your family, and still earn something of your own. Would you want that for yourself? Yes. What's the role? What to do, Jyoti? The role is virtual assistant, but there are startup generalists also. If you're working with a startup, so you can become a startup generalist. If you're working with small businesses, let's say you're working with a clothing brand or a beauty brand based in USA or UK or Miami, so you can be a virtual assistant helping from India, grow their business in the USA. Yes. How can we start? Give that particular map. Kavita, that particular map is going to be given inside the bootcamp. For that, you need to join the bootcamp, all right? But I will give you a brief idea. So basically, we really believe in three things, okay? Three formula is there. And actually, this is a one formula, three keywords are there, that you learn the skills, you build a track record on the side, okay? You add samples, you keep on adding samples, you're building your portfolio, and then you're also outreaching. You're doing the outreach part. You are actually reaching out to the businesses that will give you work. You're not waiting for someone to approach you. So skills plus track record plus outreach is what is going to give you the map. I'm also looking for a remote job with good package. You can absolutely get a remote job with good package, right? Will it be charged? No, absolutely not, Rashmi. You can do this absolutely. Why would you charge for doing the work for them? Do you mean that will you be charged for the boot camp? So the boot camp is free of cost. It's a 3-day training program. It's free of cost totally. Right? Any other question? If you have any other question, please put it in the chat box. Now, if you're over 45 or if you're over 40 or sorry, 45 or 50 and you think that it's too late for me to start something like this, age is genuinely just a barrier here. Age, background, whatever you can think of, just a barrier here. We have learners who are there in their 50s and 60s who have landed international clients in many ways. Your maturity, your reliability, your communication, that is where you're going to get the foreign clients. Skills and consistency matter much more than age or background. Where we get bootcamp link, Kavita, our team is going to attach the bootcamp link along with this YouTube video, YouTube live. So you can please register for that. Sorry. Also, if you know someone, if you know any immediate, relative or a friend who can be benefited from a bootcamp like this, please share the link with them also. We want this opportunity to reach to the maximum number of Indian women that we can. Okay. Any other questions? How do we get clients? Shivani, we teach you a lot of strategies, a lot of techniques, a lot of platforms, free, totally free. I mean, free platforms where you can just go, you can follow the strategies that we are teaching and you can get clients for yourself. Now, what kind of message to send? What kind of track record to show? How will they trust us? Why will foreign clients even trust us? So these are the things that we are going to show you in detail inside the bootcamp. R. Sharma is saying, Hindi mein bolo ma'am, kuch samajh nahi aa raha. Okay, so that is because English, there are a lot of people from different parts of the country and they understand English in general. So if you have any particular query, you can ask me in Hindi, R. Sharma, that's not a problem. Now, do you need a laptop for this? It's not necessary, okay? You can start your early steps with a phone also, and you can do content creation on the phone. You can create professional images and, campaigns and dashboards on the phone, and laptop becomes important after your earnings are increasing. Okay, we have seen many of our learners, in fact, who started with a phone and later on they bought their own laptop with their own money, with their own freelancing and remote job money. So this is a very good, very lucrative opportunity for people, for actually women in India who feel that they need to come out of a situation, they need to start building something for themselves, and they want to become independent, they want to have something of their own, they want to explore a career that is not just a stagnating place. Is it like freelancing? Yes, you can say it's like freelancing because you're working at your own hours. You can also do this full time. So I've been telling this again and again. You can work this in a freelancing role also, whether you're taking on multiple clients, multiple work you're doing, or you can do a full-time job with a remote-based company also, right? So let's say that you're a virtual assistant for only one company, you have a contract between them. So you have a full-time role. But let's say that you are a virtual assistant for different companies, different startups, different businesses, then you are in a freelancing role, right? So it all depends on what you want to do. Now you will say, Ambreen, I don't have much idea on what I actually want, or what career or what industry I want to work with. Now this is something that we actually explore together inside the bootcamp. We give you guidance on what your offers can be, what roles would fit you best. So even if you are confused in that sector, bootcamp is going to clear all your answers. Okay, any other question? So let me give you a quick sense of what the next few days will look like, so you know what you are stepping into. Day one is where we show you the big picture, the big opportunity, why this exists. We go in the practical stuff. We will teach you so many live demos. We will build a chatbot together, and we will show you how to set up your LinkedIn profile. Then on day two, we will show you the roadmap. We will give you the 6-month plan. We will show you how to reach out to these businesses. Why is it important? And then Monday, we will show you so many skills. It's a skill packed session. Now, I want you to ask, I want to take 20 seconds and I want you to ask something yourself, okay? Do you want to come out of the situation that you have been living in, or you want this to continue for the next 6 months? If you want to change it, and if the answer is yes, then I urge you to join the bootcamp. You see the opportunity, you understand the opportunity. Day one only you join, and you will get the sense of whether you can do this or not. All right, now you tell me who is with me, who is joining me on day one. ASAP in the chat box, please. I am so excited to see you on, that is tomorrow, on Saturday. And if you're there, if you're joining us, please tell a joining in the chat box, and I'll see you there. Quickly, how many of you are joining in? Quickly, guys. All right, that is amazing. I can see some answers. I hope you guys join, and I hope that you have a great session. I'll be there as a host. There are many other hosts who will be joining us, and we are going to have an amazing learning experience together. All right, so that was all for today. I hope that it gave you a better sense of clarity on what this bootcamp is about. More we will discuss in depth tomorrow and day after and day after. All right, thank you so much, guys, for joining in. Thank you so much for being a part of this AMA. I look forward to seeing you all there tomorrow. Thank you and good night.